My dear brothers and sisters, let me begin with a truth that may shake you, but it is a truth you need to hear. The fact that you are here, in this very moment, listening to these words, is not an accident. Life does not move in accidents. The universe does not waste energy. God does not make mistakes. If these words have found you, if you see this before October 6th, then it is because something greater than you has chosen this very moment to awaken you. Many people will brush this off as chance. They will say, it's just another video, just another message. But I tell you, no, it is not. You have scrolled through countless distractions, countless voices, countless noises, but somehow this one reached you. Somehow, out of the billions of people on this earth, you are the one sitting here breathing and hearing this. Do you think that is coincidence? Or do you dare to believe that perhaps, just perhaps, you are chosen? Chosen for what? You might ask. Chosen for more. More than what you are living right now. More than what you have accepted until now. More than what the world told you was possible. You see, when God chooses someone, He does not choose them because their life is already perfect. No, He chooses them because deep inside, beneath the layers of pain, doubt, and failure, there is a light that has been waiting to shine. Maybe you don't see it yet. Maybe you have been so beaten down by life that you can't even imagine yourself chosen. But listen carefully. God never chooses the already qualified. He qualifies the chosen. He does not look for the strongest, the richest, or the most powerful. He looks for the ones who have endured storms and still stand. He looks for the ones who, even when broken, still whisper, I want to rise. That is why He chose you. You have walked through nights where sleep could not find you. You have carried burdens that others never saw. You have hidden tears behind smiles, and yet you are still here. That alone is proof. The fact that you survived, that you endured, that you did not let the darkness consume you, is the very reason why heaven has its eyes on you. Think about this. A soldier is not chosen in times of peace. A soldier is chosen because there is a battle ahead, and in the same way you are not being awakened now because everything is easy. You are being awakened because something inside of you is needed for what is coming. The world needs your strength. The world needs your courage. The world needs your light. But here is the challenge. When God calls, not everyone answers. Some people turn away because the calling feels too heavy. Some pretend they never heard it, because answering would require them to leave comfort behind. Some bury the voice because it demands they become more than what they currently are. Do not make that mistake. Because destiny does not knock twice. This moment is sacred. This moment is rare. The fact that you are chosen does not guarantee that you will walk the path. You must decide. You must say yes. You must rise. And let me remind you, being chosen does not mean being comfortable. When the universe chooses you, it is not to give you an easy path. It is to prepare you for transformation. It is to push you into places where you will grow. That is why many of you feel like life has been harder for you than for others. That is why you may have asked, why me? Why is my road so heavy? Why is my heart tested again and again? The answer is because you are chosen, and the chosen are not spared from struggle, they are forged in it. Think of every story that has ever inspired you. Heroes are not born in palaces of gold, they are born in valleys of pain, they are born in deserts of silence, they are born in storms that nearly break them. That is why, when they rise, their story becomes a light for others. And the same is true for you. Yes, you have been tested. Yes, you have been hurt. Yes, you have been through things that no one else can understand. But my friend, those very things are the reasons why you are qualified for what is coming. They have carved you, they have shaped you, they have prepared you. So, if you are hearing this before October 6th, take it as confirmation. The time has come to stop doubting yourself. The time has come to stop asking, am I worthy? The answer has already been given. You are chosen, not because you were ready, but because God is ready to use you. Do not be afraid if you cannot see the full picture yet. Destiny rarely reveals itself in one glance. It unfolds step by step. It whispers, trust me. All you need to do is say yes, to take one step forward, and then another, and then another. The road will reveal itself to the chosen who dare to walk. And here is something else you must understand. When you are chosen, not everyone will celebrate you. Some people will not understand, some will mock, some will even turn against you. That is okay, because when God lifts you, no one can pull you down. When heaven opens a door, no human hand can close it. Do not waste your energy trying to make everyone approve. Your calling is not a conference, it is a covenant. It is between you and the divine. So today, as you listen, I want you to breathe deeply and let this truth sink into your soul. You are chosen, not tomorrow, not next year, not when you feel ready. You are chosen now. Before October 6th, the message has reached you, because the time of awakening is here. What will you do with it? That is the question only you can answer. Will you let fear keep you small? Will you let doubt silence you? Or will you rise and say, yes, I accept, yes, I will walk, yes, I will live the life I was born to live? If you choose to rise, everything changes. The way you see yourself changes, the way you see your past changes, the way you see your future changes, because suddenly every scar becomes a reminder of strength, every tear becomes a seed of wisdom, every failure becomes a stepping stone toward your destiny. Do not underestimate this moment. The call of destiny does not come every day. It has come now, it has come to you. And it will not wait forever. Answer the call. Say yes, step forward, and know that when you do, heaven will walk with you. My dear friend, congratulations. You are chosen, not by me, not by chance, but by God Himself. Carry this truth in your heart. Let it guide your steps, and remember, destiny has no favorites, but it does have the faithful. Be faithful, rise, and live the life you were always meant to live. My dear friends, now that we have spoken about the call of destiny, let us turn to one of the most essential pillars for those who are chosen, faith. Because when you are chosen, the road ahead will not always be clear, the skies will not always shine with sunlight. The truth is, there will be times when you are walking through valleys of shadows, when everything around you feels uncertain, when the night feels endless. It is in those very moments that faith becomes your anchor, your compass, your light. But what is faith, really? Too many people confuse faith with optimism, with blind positivity, with pretending everything is fine. But that is not faith. Optimism is easy when life is good. Smiles are easy when the sun is shining. Faith, however, is different. Faith is the choice to keep walking forward, even when you cannot see the road. Faith is the whisper of trust in your heart, even when your eyes see nothing but darkness. Think about it. Anyone can believe when everything is going their way. Anyone can praise when the doors are opening. Anyone can be grateful when blessings pour in. But true faith, deep faith, unshakable faith, is when you stand in the storm, the winds howl against you, and still you say, I trust, I believe, I will not give up. That, my beloved, is faith. And here is the truth. The chosen are tested most deeply in their faith, because without faith, the calling cannot be carried. Without faith, the destiny cannot be fulfilled. The path of the chosen is never free of obstacles. On the contrary, it is full of them. But every obstacle is an invitation to grow in faith. Every closed door is a test. Every delay is a lesson. Every storm is a chance to strengthen the light within. Perhaps right now, you are in that place of darkness. Perhaps you have lost someone you love. Perhaps your dreams seem shattered on the ground. Perhaps your heart is heavy with disappointments. And maybe you ask yourself, if I am chosen, why does my life feel like this? Why does it hurt so much? Why do I feel abandoned? But let me remind you, God has not abandoned you. The silence you hear is not absence. It is training. Just like a teacher is silent during the exam, God too sometimes seems quiet during your darkest trials, but that does not mean He is not there. In fact, He is closer than ever. Let me give you an image. A seed, when buried in the ground, is surrounded by darkness. It cannot see the sun. It cannot hear the birds. It only feels the weight of the soil above it. But in that very darkness, transformation begins. Roots start to grow. Life begins to stir. The seed does not know it yet, but soon it will break through the soil and reach the light. You are like that seed. The darkness you feel is not your grave, it is your womb. It is the place of transformation, the place where roots are deepened, the place where your soul is prepared for the greatness that lies ahead. And it is faith that allows you to endure this hidden process, to trust that even though you cannot see the sun yet, it is waiting for you. This is why you must hold on. This is why you must not give up, because the darkness is not the end of your story. It is the preparation for a new beginning, and if you let faith carry you, you will rise stronger, deeper, and more radiant than before. Now, understand this. Faith is not about pretending the pain does not exist. Faith is not about ignoring the tears. Faith is about believing that your pain has purpose, that your tears are watering the soil of your future, that your struggle is shaping you into someone who can carry the destiny meant for you. Think of the diamond. It is formed under immense pressure. Think of gold. It is purified through fire. And think of your soul. It is strengthened through trials. Without the pressure, there is no diamond. Without the fire, there is no pure gold. Without the trials, there is no unshakable soul. So when the pressure comes, do not despair. When the fire burns, do not run away. When the storm rages, do not lose heart. Say instead, this too is part of my path. This too is shaping me. This too is preparing me. And let your faith be the anchor that holds you steady. There is a beautiful truth I want you to carry with you. Faith does not require you to see the whole staircase. It only asks you to take the next step. Too many people wait for everything to be clear before they move, but clarity does not come before movement. Clarity comes after. You must take one step in the dark, and only then will the next step appear. This is how the chosen walk, one step at a time, one breath at a time, one prayer at a time, and with every step, the path becomes clearer. With every prayer, the heart becomes stronger. With every act of trust, heaven moves closer to earth. Now, I must tell you, faith will not always make the journey easier, but it will always make you stronger. Faith will not always remove the mountains, but it will give you the strength to climb them. Faith will not always calm the storm, but it will give you peace in the middle of it. That is the power of faith. And here is another truth. Your faith is not only for you. Others are watching you, silently, quietly. They see how you walk through the fire. They see how you hold on even when everything falls apart, and your faith gives them courage to hold on to theirs. You may not know it, but your perseverance could be saving someone else's soul. That is why you cannot quit. That is why you must keep going. So today, if you feel tired, breathe. If you feel broken, stand anyway. If you feel like you cannot see the light, trust that it is coming. Whisper to yourself, I am chosen, I am not abandoned. I will not give up, because heaven is listening. Because the universe is aligning, because the story is not finished. My friends, never forget this. The darkest nights produce the brightest stars, and you too will shine. Not in spite of the darkness, but because of it. So hold on with everything you have, because your faith is not wasted. Your tears are not wasted. Your struggle is not wasted. They are all being woven into the masterpiece of your destiny. And one day you will look back and realize the nights that nearly broke you were the very nights that made you unshakable. My dear friends, we have spoken about destiny. We have spoken about faith. But now let us speak about something that lives deep inside of you. Something many of you have forgotten. Something many of you underestimate. I am speaking about the strength that is hidden within you. Let me tell you this truth. You are stronger than you think. You have survived storms that should have drowned you. You have endured nights that should have broken you. You have walked through fires that should have burned you. And yet, here you are, breathing, listening, alive. That alone is proof that there is more within you than you have ever realized. But here is the problem. Most people do not believe in their own strength. They look at their scars and see weakness. They look at their failures and see defeat. They look at their fears and see limits. But I am here to tell you, your scars are proof that you healed. Your failures are proof that you tried. Your fears are proof that you are human. And none of those things take away from your strength. In fact, they are the very evidence of it. Think about it. Every time you said, I cannot go on, and yet somehow you did, that was strength. Every time your heart was shattered, but you still chose to love again, that was strength. Every time the world told you, you are not enough, but you kept moving anyway, that was strength. Strength is not loud. Strength is not always visible. Strength does not always roar. Sometimes strength is silent. Sometimes it is the quiet decision to get out of bed when your soul feels heavy. Sometimes it is the choice to smile at others while your own heart is breaking. Sometimes it is the whisper of hope when everything inside of you wants to give up. That too is strength. And let me remind you, God did not choose you because you were already the strongest. He chose you because He knows that strength lives inside you, waiting to be awakened. A seed does not look like a tree, but inside it, there is a forest. In the same way, inside you, there is more courage, more endurance, more resilience, more power than you have ever tapped into. But here is the secret. Strength is not revealed in comfort. Strength is revealed in challenge. If life were easy, you would never discover how powerful you truly are. It is the climb that shows you your muscles. It is the storm that shows you your anchor. It is the battle that shows you your warrior spirit. Many of you listening today underestimate yourselves. You compare yourself to others and think, I could never be like them. I am too small, too weak, too broken. But hear me clearly, comparison blinds you to your own power. You are not meant to be them. You are meant to be you, and the strength you carry is unique, designed specifically for your journey, your battles, your destiny. Consider this, even when you feel weak, you are stronger than you know. Look at the times you thought you would not survive, but you did. Look at the times you thought the pain would consume you, but it did not. Look at the times you thought the weight was too heavy, but somehow you carried it. That is not weakness. That is proof of the hidden warrior within you. And let me say this, strength is not the absence of struggle. Strength is the ability to endure struggle without losing your soul. Strength is not never falling. Strength is rising every time you fall. Strength is not having all the answers. Strength is moving forward, even when the answers have not yet come. I know some of you are listening right now with heavy hearts. You feel exhausted. You feel like you cannot take another step. You feel like the world is too much. And I want to tell you this, your exhaustion does not mean you are weak. Your tears do not mean you are weak. Your doubt does not mean you are weak. All of these are signs that you are human. And yet, even in your exhaustion, you are still here. Even with your tears, you are still standing. Even with your doubts, you are still listening. That is strength. Sometimes strength is simply refusing to quit. Sometimes strength is saying, I don't know how I will make it, but I will keep going. Sometimes strength is surviving one more day, one more hour, one more breath. And when you survive one more, you create the possibility for another, and another, and another, until one day you look back and realize you survived what you once thought impossible. Now let me tell you something about divine strength. The chosen are never asked to carry a destiny with their own strength alone. God does not say, do it by yourself. He says, when you are weak, my strength will carry you. That means even in your lowest moments, when you feel empty, when you feel powerless, when you feel like you cannot go on, there is a greater power that steps in. There is a strength beyond your own that fills you, lifts you, sustains you. This is why you must never quit, because your strength is not limited to your body, to your mind, to your own energy. There is a river of strength that flows from the divine, and as long as you do not give up, you can tap into it. As long as you keep moving, even crawling, you will find that something greater will carry you. Let me give you an image. Have you ever seen a bamboo tree? For years after being planted, nothing seems to happen. You water it, you nurture it, and still the ground looks empty. But then, after years of hidden growth, in just a few weeks, it shoots up rapidly, growing taller than most trees. What was happening during those hidden years? Its roots were growing deep, preparing to sustain the towering strength that would soon appear. That is you. You may feel like nothing is happening. You may feel like your growth is invisible. You may feel like you are stuck, but I promise you, your roots are growing deep, your strength is being prepared, and when the time is right, you will rise in ways that even you will not believe. So stop telling yourself you are weak. Stop telling yourself you cannot handle this. Stop telling yourself you are too small. You are more powerful than you think. You are braver than you believe. You are stronger than you realize, and life will keep showing you that truth if you do not give up. One day you will look back and see that the very things that tried to break you were the things that built you. You will realize that the struggles did not destroy you, they discovered you. They uncovered the strength that was hidden inside all along. So my dear friends, walk with your head high, carry your scars proudly, wear your past as proof of survival, and know that within you is a warrior, a healer, a survivor, a soul unshakable. You are chosen, you are strong, and the world has yet to see the full power of what lives inside you. My dear friends, if you are hearing my words today, it is not by accident. You are not here by coincidence. Life has brought you here because you are being reminded of something vital. You have a purpose. So many people wander through life like travelers without a map, like ships without a compass. They wake up, they go to work, they survive another day, but inside their soul whispers, "Is this all there is? Am I here only to exist, to breathe, to earn, and to die?" And I say to you, no, you are not here by chance, you are here by design. God did not put you on this earth without intention. Every single person has a path, every single soul has a reason, every single life has a calling, but the tragedy is that most people never discover it. They allow fear, doubt, or distraction to bury their purpose under the weight of ordinary living. Let me tell you something important. Your purpose is not something you invent, it is something you discover. It is not created from the outside, it is uncovered from the inside. It has always been within you, like a seed waiting to grow. Sometimes it takes pain to awaken it. Sometimes it takes failure to uncover it. Sometimes it takes silence to hear it. But it is always there. And let me warn you, the path of purpose is not always easy. If it were easy, everyone would walk it. But the truth is, the path of purpose is narrow, and only those who are willing to listen to their soul can walk upon it. Others will try to distract you. They will tell you, stay safe, stay small, do what everyone else is doing, but your heart will whisper, you were made for more, and if you dare to listen to that whisper, you begin walking a different road. So, what is purpose? Purpose is the reason you rise when life pushes you down. Purpose is the fire that keeps you moving when the world tells you to stop. Purpose is the voice inside that says, "This is why I was born." Do not think your purpose is always about greatness in the eyes of the world. Purpose is not always about fame or power. Sometimes your purpose is simply to bring light where there is darkness, to bring healing where there is pain, to bring kindness where there is cruelty. Purpose is not measured by how many people notice you. Purpose is measured by how many lives are touched by the fact that you lived. But here is the truth. Many of you must hear, walking the path of purpose will require courage, because the moment you decide to follow your purpose, you will face resistance. Resistance from the world, resistance from others, and even resistance from your own mind. Doubts will rise. What if I fail? What if I am not enough? What if I am making a mistake? But hear me clearly, the greatest mistake is not failing. The greatest mistake is never trying. Failure does not destroy purpose. In fact, failure often refines it. Every wrong turn teaches you something about the right one. Every closed door leads you closer to the door that was meant for you. You see, when you walk in purpose, even your pain has meaning, even your struggles have direction, even your storms become teachers. Without purpose, pain feels pointless, but with purpose, pain becomes the soil where growth is born. So, how do you find your purpose? You begin by listening. Listen not to the noise of the world, but to the voice within. Ask yourself, what stirs my soul? What ignites my spirit? What would I still do, even if no one applauded? What breaks my heart so deeply that I must act? Those questions point you toward purpose. And when you begin walking this path, you must walk with patience. Do not demand that the whole road be revealed to you at once. Purpose often unfolds step by step. Sometimes all you are given is the next step, and you must take it in faith, and when you take one step, the next is revealed. That is how the path works. You do not need to see the whole journey, only the courage to begin it. Do not be discouraged if your path looks different from others. You are not meant to copy them. You are not meant to compete with them. You are meant to fulfill your own unique calling. Imagine if the sun compared itself to the moon, or the ocean compared itself to the mountains. Each has its own place. Each has its own role, and so do you. And let me remind you, when you walk in your purpose, life has a way of aligning with you. Opportunities appear. Doors open. People cross your path who were meant to help you. This is not coincidence. It is alignment. When you live in purpose, you are not forcing life, you are flowing with life. But beware of comfort. Comfort is the enemy of purpose. Many souls settle in comfort zones where they feel safe, where nothing challenges them. But the truth is, purpose lives beyond comfort. You must be willing to step into the unknown, to risk, to stretch, to grow. Growth and purpose are twins. You cannot have one without the other. And sometimes, your purpose is not only about what you gain, but about what you give. The greatest joy in life is not in receiving, but in realizing that your life was useful, that someone breathed easier because you existed, that someone felt hope because you chose to shine. That is the essence of purpose. My friends, you were not born to drift. You were not born to be a shadow. You were not born to merely repeat what has already been done. You were born to walk a path that is yours alone, and the beauty of it is this: no one can take your purpose from you. They can doubt you, they can mock you, they can resist you, but they cannot cancel what God Himself has placed inside you. So walk with courage, walk with faith, walk with fire in your heart, even if the road is lonely, even if others do not understand, even if you stumble and fall, rise again and keep walking. For every step you take in purpose, you walk not only for yourself, but for those who will one day be blessed by your journey. Let me leave you with this truth. The meaning of life is not to live forever, but to create something that does. When you live with purpose, your impact outlives your years. Long after you are gone, the seeds you planted will continue to bear fruit. That is the legacy of a purposeful life. So I ask you, will you walk the path of purpose? Will you dare to believe that your life was designed with meaning? Will you rise each day, not just to survive, but to fulfill the calling written into your very soul? If you do, then your life will not only change, it will shine. Because purpose is not just what you do, purpose is what you are, and when you walk in it, the world becomes brighter, and you become unstoppable. My dear friends, we have spoken of destiny, we have spoken of strength, we have spoken of purpose, and now we arrive at the most important truth of all: how do you live as one who has been chosen? Because listen carefully, it is one thing to be chosen, it is another to live like it. Many are called, but only a few answer. Many hear the whisper of their soul, but only a few obey it. Many feel the spark of destiny, but only a few fan it into flame. So if you are here today, listening to my words, then you must understand, being chosen is not about pride, it is not about arrogance, it is not about being better than others. Being chosen is about responsibility, it is about stewardship, it is about carrying light in a world that sometimes seems overcome by darkness. And what does it mean to live as the chosen one? It means you choose differently, you speak differently, you walk differently, you see life through a different lens. While others chase shadows, you seek substance. While others bow to fear, you rise with faith. While others live only for themselves, you live also for others. To live as the chosen one is to live with awareness. Awareness that your time is short, that your life is sacred, that every choice you make ripples far beyond what you can see. Awareness that your words can heal or harm, that your actions can lift or destroy, that your presence can bring peace or unrest. Awareness that you are not here by accident, but on assignment. Now hear me. Living as the chosen one will not always be easy. In fact, sometimes it will feel lonely, because the chosen walk roads others will not walk. They say yes to disciplines others reject, they pursue visions others laugh at. They hold on to faith when others give up, and this is why so few choose to live as chosen. But listen to this truth. The weight of being chosen is heavy, but it is also holy. When you carry it, you carry not only your own life, but the lives of those you will touch, those you will inspire, those you will lead. That is why you must not run from it. Do not run from the calling. Do not hide from the fire inside of you. Do not bury the gifts that were placed within you. To do so is to waste the very reason you were born. Living as the chosen one also means living with discipline. Destiny does not unfold by accident. Purpose does not manifest without effort. If you are chosen, you cannot live like everyone else. You must protect your mind. You must guard your heart. You must feed your soul. You must walk in alignment. Discipline is the bridge between being chosen and fulfilling the calling of the chosen. Think of an athlete. Being gifted is not enough. They must train, sacrifice, and commit in the same way. Being chosen is not enough. You must rise early when others sleep. You must stay focused when others are distracted. You must persevere when others quit. But there is also joy in this path, because when you live as chosen, life takes on a deeper meaning. You stop chasing empty things. You stop measuring yourself by shallow standards. You begin to taste a higher kind of fulfillment, not the temporary pleasure of possessions, but the eternal joy of knowing that your life mattered. And here is the beauty: living as chosen does not mean perfection. You will still stumble, you will still doubt, you will still face moments of weakness, but the difference is this: you do not stay down, you rise again and again, because you know your calling is greater than your setback, you know your assignment is greater than your mistake, you know the one who chose you is greater than the storms around you. So let me ask you, how will you live from this day forward? Will you return to the old patterns, the old doubts, the old ways, or will you walk as one awakened, as one called, as one chosen? To live as the chosen one means to live with love, because what is the use of being chosen if your heart is filled with bitterness? What is the use of purpose if your soul is filled with hate? True strength is not only in power, but in compassion. True greatness is not only in success, but in service. True chosenness is not in how high you rise, but in how many you lift as you rise. My dear friends, remember this: to live as the chosen one is to shine, not with the dim light of ego, but with the radiant flame of truth, to shine so that others lost in darkness may find their way, to shine not because you are perfect, but because you are willing to reflect the light of the divine. And here is the secret: when you live as chosen, you will inspire others to discover that they too are chosen. Your life will be a spark that ignites others. Your journey will be a map that guides others. Your courage will be a strength that lifts others. And in this way, your life will echo far beyond your years. So today, I call upon you, rise into your chosenness. Live with faith, live with courage, live with discipline, live with love. Do not waste the fire that was placed within you. Do not silence the voice of destiny that calls your name. Do not shrink back into fear when you were born to walk in faith. Live boldly, live wisely, live intentionally, live as the chosen one. And when the day comes, when your journey is complete, when your eyes close for the final time, may the world look back and say, this was one who lived with purpose. This was one who lived with strength. This was one who lived as the chosen one. That is the legacy you were meant to leave. That is the life you were meant to live. And that is the call I leave with you today. Remember, you are chosen, not someday, not when you feel ready, not when the world approves. You are chosen now, so live as though heaven itself is watching, because it is,